Welcome back to Not Dead Yet. Now, this thing that I'm going to talk about now is not actually in my book, Not Dead Yet, and so this is why this series is vital. Now, we spoke about the fact that in Indonesia and in some Asian countries, it's difficult to be gay, to be you, to be who you want to be. Now, I always think that the intelligence and the intelligence, basically, of a nation, of a group of people, also is affected by the language. Let me explain. In Indonesian language, in Bahasa, Indonesian language, the word which is the opposite of gay, which is straight or hetero, the translation in Indonesian is normal. You heard me. Normal. So the language itself is trying to tell people that gay or lesbian or whatever being, like I said before, is not normal, because straight or hetero is normal, because the translation is normal. Now I saw this, I heard it many, many times, but I also saw this on an episode of Grace and Frankie. I think it's the first episode, where she's lying in bed and she says to Robert, try to be straight for brunch, something like that. And the translation was, try to be normal for brunch. Normal is not the right word. How do you expect a country to evolve if the language is still saying that being gay or different is not normal? So we need to make a petition. We need to do something. How can we change this? Any people out there know how to change a language? Because I surely don't. Okay, no idea how. But, so there we go. Talking about the language. Normal is not the correct translation for hetero or straight. It just isn't. It's really offensive. That's basically saying everybody else is not normal. Even though I always say normal is boring, okay, but that's got a different meaning. I like to be different. Why be boring? Why be normal? But the fact that the word hetero or straight is normal in Indonesian just teaches people that being straight or hetero is normal and not being straight or hetero is not normal. You think that's correct, Indonesia? You think that's a good thing? Well, like we said before, in Indonesia and Malaysia, for example, pornography is illegal. But millions of people in Indonesia and Malaysia make pornography. You see them every time you swipe through TikTok or wherever. You see people with censored, little censors, being censored at the back where they're taking it up the backside. So, these people are Indonesian, publicly on TikTok and Instagram, showing photos or reels of them censored, okay, making pornography, but yet that's okay. So it's illegal to make pornography or no in Indonesia and Malaysia? Okay, I don't make pornography, I don't like pornography, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But I don't understand how you can say it's illegal, but then you allow people to do it. Doesn't make sense. Is it illegal or not? Also, TikTok and Instagram. All these profiles of people with OnlyFans accounts. But like I said before, if I put a picture of the cover of my book, you ban that. But people can say, come and look at me having sex on OnlyFans. This is okay. Social media needs to rethink a lot. So let's talk about pornography. Now this I do talk about in my book, I think. I don't remember because I wrote it a while ago now. But pornography, for me, is the same as cheating. What is the difference? Think about this now. What is the difference between me watching pornography on my laptop or me watching some people go at it like rabbits here in my living room, in the kitchen, dining room, bedroom, in the pool? In the kitchen, I said kitchen. I'm obsessed with the kitchen. I like food. But what is the difference between me watching it online and me watching it here now? Here, next to me, here. This turtle and koala, going at it like rabbits or like a turtle and koala. What is the difference? Nothing. It's exactly the same. Your mind is in the same place. Okay, if it's online, you can say, I'm not involved, but you are involved. I'm not touching anybody, but mentally you are. You're imagining yourself in that situation. The same as if the people are in the house. Maybe you don't touch them. Would your girlfriend, your wife, your boyfriend, your husband allow you to watch people going at it like rabbits in your living room while they're drinking a coffee or a nice cup of tea with milk, of course? Would they allow that? What is the difference? Nothing is a difference. There is no difference whatsoever. So there you go. That's today's episode of Not Dead Yet. Go and get the book and find out more strange things that are going on in my mind.